Right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. It's Millionaire Monday. Y'all know I'm super excited. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you're coming on, joining me live, please do your boy a favor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and tag Lolly Dolly, everybody, and let them know. Your boy Ramon Preston, my squad. We are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta, and I want to welcome you to the Ramon Preston Show. Again, if you're coming on, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button, and tag somebody and let them know that we're live today on the Ramon Preston Show. I'm super excited about what we're going to be discussing today. I think all of you have had a moment within the last week or so where you have either heard about or either observed this whole thing behind the Chinese spy balloon. And that's what I'm going to be talking to you about today. How does this Chinese spy balloon impact your business? And if you think what's going on in the news, what's going on in the world, what's going on around the globe doesn't apply to you, I'm going to show you that it directly impacts your life. It directly impacts your business. It directly impacts your finances. And ultimately, it's going to directly impact your future. So do me a favor. If you're coming on live, put in the comments what city you're watching your boy from. Who you representing today. Let me know in the comments what city you're watching me from. I really appreciate all of you for continuing to support the Ramon Preston Show. All of you that are a part of our business community or ministry community, whether you are a member of our Millionaire Blueprint, our Millionaire Mentorship Program, you might be in our licensing program, maybe you're in our School of Prophets for ministry, wherever you are in the ecosystem of what we're building, I just want to say thank you so much for trusting my wife, myself, my team, for trusting us to help you take your businesses and your ministries and your finances and your families to the next level. That's what our assignment is. And that's why I show up today on this show to give you information that I know could help you get to that next level. So again, put in the comments what city you're watching me from. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to leave questions. Don't hesitate to put questions in the comments. If you have a question about something that we're talking about, I would love to hear your questions. And I want to get some feedback from you. I want to get feedback from you, from you based on what you are getting from the Ramon Preston Show. Like, is it impacting your life? I would love to know that. So again, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. If you don't know, now you know. I am your host, Ramon Preston. Every Monday through Friday, just like today, on this beautiful Millionaire Monday, I come to you live 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, because I want to share information with you that I know can help you properly start, properly structure, and at some point, properly scale your business, your ministry, your income stream, or even your wealth building dreams. And so I'm appreciative that you have taken a few minutes to join us today on the show. And as I mentioned, I want to talk to you about how the Chinese spy balloon impacts your business. So just in case you haven't heard, just within the last week or so, we got news that there was a balloon flying around the United States of America, certain parts of America. There was this balloon, and we came to find out that it was a Chinese spy balloon, literally some type of hot air type of balloon that obviously China sent over to the United States of America to spy on what we doing over here, as if they don't know what we're doing over here. But my challenge to you is for you to see how something so ridiculously crazy and absurd as a Chinese spy balloon, how it impacts your business. Because you might be thinking, what China got to do with my business? What does the news have to do with my business? What does any of this that America is going through with China have to do with my business? Listen, it's got everything to do with your business. The most important reason why it has something to do with your business is because it's a distraction. And that's got everything to do with your business. But out of all the reasons why I can mention why this Chinese spy balloon has to do with impacting your business, this is the most important reason. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. Here's what I want you to hear, okay? Because, you know, every morning, especially Monday mornings, I take time out to look at the market briefings to see what the world news is on business and economics. Because number one, I'm just a student of economics. I'm a student of finances. I'm a student of business and entrepreneurship and capitalism and how business runs on a global level. And so just this morning, now remember, all weekend, everything we was hearing on the news was centered around this Chinese spy balloon, right? That's all we hearing on the news. Oh, it's a balloon. They spying America. They trying to figure out how they going to get over on us. And it's just one thing after the other. This is just one event that we saw on the news, okay? But then Monday morning comes, and I'm literally reading market briefings. And guess what one of the headlines are in the market briefings for today? Here's the headline. Optimism is high for China. Now, just ironically, for the last couple days, all we hearing about is China spying on America. Oh my God, they trying to figure out how they can give us a new coronavirus, how they can give us another virus, how they can spread germs, or whatever the situation is. It's all a distraction. But then today, one of the market headlines is optimism is high for China. Why is optimism high for China? Well, here's what they're saying. Foreign fund managers are optimistic about Chinese stocks right now. In fact, active managers haven't been this positive toward China markets in the past 5 years. Here's what they're saying. They're saying fund managers put $1.39 billion into mainland Chinese stocks in the 4 weeks ending in January. So just within the last few weeks, the stocks and the investments and all of the fund managers that are involved in these stocks and investments, they've just been going crazy on how powerful and how popular and how expansive Chinese stocks are. And then the question is asked, why? They say because cash flow. This is what they're saying, because of cash flow. They're saying according to certain global economic platforms, money is flowing into mainland Chinese and Hong Kong stocks in ways not seen since 2018. See, this is what I want you to start understanding. The stuff you see on the news, the stuff you see on social media, the things that seem to be the most important, the most pertinent issues that are going on are oftentimes things that have been designed to create a distraction so that you don't focus on what needs to be the main thing in your life. And that is getting your business, getting your finances, and getting your family and your community to the next level. And so hopefully today, I can inspire you, motivate you, excite you to get back to making the main thing the main thing. Because whether it's Chinese spy balloons, whether it's, satanic rituals that are being done at the Grammys, whether it's some crazy, ironic person acting goofy on the internet who's trending, whether it's that or this or that or them, at some point, you got to make the main thing the main thing. And there are certain things that you're going to have to get. And I'm going to share with you 5 things that I want you to get today so that you do not allow hot air balloons spying from China to distract you, so that you don't allow what's trending on social media to distract you, so that you don't allow how the Grammys were acting trifling towards certain people and there were satanic rituals. Who cares about that to the extent that it gets me distracted from what I need to be focusing on? Because trust me, no matter what your personal preferences are, no matter what your personal convictions are, no matter what your religious or biblical beliefs are, no matter what your family issues are, if you don't get a grip on your financial situation, your economic situation, you're going to always perpetuate the same issues and cycles in your life, because if you can't control your economy, you ain't gonna control nobody else's economy. And all this stuff that's going on, whether it's in China, whether it's in America, whether it's in another country, all these things that are going on, they're going on within the context of an economic system. So whether you accept it or not, you do not naturally live in a religious system. You do not naturally live in some worldly, made up, man-made system. You're living in an economic system that operates, whether it's man-made or not, it's operating based on money, based on currency, based on business, based on entrepreneurship, based on free enterprise. And at a certain point, you got to forget about all these things that are distracting you, and you got to start making the main thing the main thing. All right? So now that we got that out the way, let me give you 5 things you need to get so that you don't stay distracted. All right, here's what you need to get. Number 1, you need to get committed to the climb. And I'm talking about the economic climb. You need to get committed to the climb. I think most of the issues people have, especially in the United States of America, comes from the fact that they're not committed to the climb. Me and my team were just talking about it earlier, because one of the things that they are learning and studying and training and educating themselves on is climbing the income ladder of success. Figuring out a way to get out of the poor class, figuring out of the way to get out of the middle class, and figuring out a way to get into the economic upper class, which only represents 1% of households in America. Nobody in the history of the United States of America has ever gotten out of the poor class, gotten out of the middle class, and made it to the 1% without being committed to the climb. So the first thing you need to get, so that you're not getting distracted by the Chinese spy balloon, so that you're not getting distracted by what people like and don't like about the Grammys. Because listen, I don't promote and condone any of the demonic, satanic, worldly, and secular activities that a lot of people are doing. But at the same time, I'm not going to be spending all my energy, wasting all my brain space, and utilizing all of my influence talking about what I'm against when I can be using it all to prove what I'm for. Are you with me on that? So yes, there are a lot of things that I'm against. There are a lot of things that I'm not for. But I'm not going to be spending all my influence and all of my time and energy and resources showing the world what I'm against, proving to people what I don't agree with. I want to prove what I'm for, what I'm about, who I am with, what I am about, so that people can be able to at least make a clear-cut decision on what means most to me. And so the first thing you need to do is you need to get committed. And your commitment begins with you getting committed to the climb. If you're in agreement with me, I want you to put in the comments, I'm committed to the climb. I want you to put that in the comments. I'm committed to the climb. Because that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get committed, number one, to the climb. And when I say getting committed to the climb, I'm talking about getting committed to going to the 1%. Getting committed to be a part of the 1%. I want you to put that in the comments. Let me close this door. I want you to put that in the comments. I'm committed to the climb. Put that in the comments if you're with me on that. I'm committed to the climb. I'm still working on my studio, and I hear that echo every time I talk, and I can't stand that echo. So until we get our walls fixed and everything set up the right way, I'm going to be dealing with that echo. But I want you to put in the comments if you're in agreement with me. I'm committed to the climb. Now, when you say you're committed to the climb, what exactly do you mean? I'm telling you that you should be committed to participating in the 1%. And if you're participating in the 1%, you are, by definition, in the upper class. This is an economic class. So it don't mean you better than people. It don't mean you're smarter than people. It don't mean you have a right to be entitled to things that other people are not necessarily entitled to. What it means is you're committed to the climb, that you have decided you do not want to be a part of the 70% of households who are middle class. What you're saying is you do not want to be a part of the 29% of households that are poor class. What you're saying is you're committed to climbing this ladder and figuring out how can I become a part of the 1%. Your commitment is going to be everything, because here's what's going to happen. If you're committed to the climb, you're not going to be committed to proving who is wrong and who ain't right, and what people are doing that you don't agree with, and how you dislike this, and how you shun that, and you're not worrying about that. When you're committed to the climb, you're committed to the climb. I was just telling this to a few gentlemen yesterday after church that I'm focused on getting to my next level, to becoming the next best version of myself, and to helping my family get to where I know they have the potential to be. So I do not have the time to waste with people, or the brain space or the energy to give to people who ain't even committed to getting where they need to be. So I can't take you somewhere you don't want to go. So it's gonna require your commitment. So I want you to get committed to the climb. And if you're committed to the climb, what you're saying is you're committed to becoming a part of the 1%, and being okay saying that you want to be in the upper class, and not feeling bad about you wanting to do better, have more, experience more, do more. Don't feel bad about that, and don't apologize for that. Okay? So number one, you got to get committed to the climb. Number two, I want you to write this down. You got to get committed to the cause. You know, someone said for everything that happens, there's a cause and there's an effect. Most people today, they live based on the effect rather than the cause, meaning that instead of them making history, they're just repeating the history someone else made, or they are becoming victims or statistics to what someone else did. I don't want to be living off of someone else's effect that they're making. I want to live off the causes that I can get behind. So you need to get committed to the cause. So on one hand, you got to get committed to doing. You got to get committed to doing. You got to get committed to doing something. So you could get so like focused on learning information educating yourself, networking, strategizing, analyzing, even doing the math. You can get so committed to all the analytics of what you want to accomplish that you never do anything. So you never really get committed to the cause. Now, in order for you to get committed to the cause by doing things, there are certain things that you need to identify that needs to be done. So getting committed to the cause can essentially be you getting committed to a certain business. So you got 18 different ideas, but not now one of those ideas producing nothing. You need to focus on one of them. Like, which one of these 18 ideas can I get committed to and just get behind and start doing everything that I possibly can, and until that cause creates a impactful effect, I'm not going to let up on it and I'm not going to jump to something else. So this is what's powerful about successful people. Successful people find a cause and they get behind that cause and they build businesses behind that cause. They provide services behind that cause. They make exchanges behind that cause, and they keep doing it even when they start seeing success, and they don't let up on it. So you got to get committed to the cause. You got to get committed to doing the right thing with the right thing. Does that make sense? Let me say it again. Getting committed to the cause is getting committed to doing the right thing with the right thing. Because you can be committed to doing the right thing, but it might not be the right thing. You might be committed to a business that ain't going to take you to where you want to be. I was just telling my team this, and I mentioned this to them all the time. If you are committed to the climb, let's say, for example, to hitting a certain dollar amount this year, but if you are in a vehicle or a vertical or a specific industry or doing a certain type of work that does not have the capacity to getting you to that number, then you've got to find a cause, a business, a product, a service that you can get behind that can actually get you to that target. You can't be so committed to your idea of doing business, but your idea of doing business is not going to get you to the next level. This is one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of one-on-one coaching and one-on-one consulting like I used to do. There was a time I did most of my business like that because, number one, I wanted to build value. I wanted a proof of concept. I wanted to prove my worth to people and to the marketplace as a business consultant and coach. But once I proved it, once I did the legwork, and once I got receipts to show that, oh, I know how to build a six-figure coaching business and a six-figure consulting business and a six-figure educational business. I know how to build a seven-figure organizational enterprise. Once I figured it out and I did it, now I had to pivot to a cause that I could build a business around that gave me the ability to keep climbing. There are a lot of people today, they are so passionate about what they do, but what they do ain't making them no money. Oh, I love to paint. Well, you can love to paint, but is painting gonna pay the bills? Oh, I love to do this. I love to do that. Oh, this is just my passion. I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. This is my purpose in life. Is it making you money? Or in other words, is it helping you get to the top of the mountain that you're climbing? If it ain't, you need to find another cause. All right, number 3. I hope you're taking good notes. Number 3, you need to get committed to, this is personal, to the call. So I want you to see this. Everything begins with your commitment to the climb, because the climb is a dollar amount. The climb is a dollar amount. Once you know what it takes monetarily to be able to do the things you want to do. See, a lot of people look at it different than I do. So for example, I want to help my family. I want to help my grandkids. I want to help my church. I want to help my community. I want to help the people that they are inspired by me, they admire me, they look up to me. I want to provide as many opportunities as I can for these people, right? Okay, but in order for me to do those things, I have to have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of influence. I need a certain amount of resources in order to do it. So what I do is I take all of the things that I want to do and the reasons why I want to do it, and I quantify those things to a dollar amount that gives me the incentive to keep climbing. You get what I'm saying? So even though I'm not just about money, I am about money because money is the monetary target. It is the thing that I use to gauge where I am in light of what I really want to do and why I want to do it. So I use money as a scoreboard or as a monetary indicator to let me know where I am in the climb. But then once I get committed to the climb, now I need to find a cause. I need to figure out like what impact do I really want to make and who do I want to make an impact on? And how can I take what I want to do and package that in the form of a product, a service, a business, a ministry, so that I can start presenting this to people and getting people to respond to what my cause is. So for me, I want to help people become financially free. I want to help people become entrepreneurs. I want to help entrepreneurs become successful. I want to help people build successful business infrastructures and organizations. I want people to have the right systems and processes and really be legitimate operations. I want that. I don't want people to be shade tree, under the table. I want people to really experience business. So first of all, I've had to do it. So my commitment to doing it gave me the ability to have a cause behind it. Okay, once I get committed to the climb and to the cause and I start doing business, now I got to get committed to the call. I got to start taking this thing personal. So on one hand, getting committed to the call, please catch what I'm saying. Getting committed to the call is on one hand a personal conviction that I have that I know I've got to give this to as many people as possible. It's a calling. It's a calling. It's something that's pulling me every day. It's something that's driving me every day. It's something that's reminding me every day. Watch this. To make the call. Did you catch that? My call forces me and urges me to make the call. So every time I don't make the call, I am forfeiting and neglecting my call. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me make it a little easier. If you're committed to the climb, you're committed to the cause, and you have a business, a product, or a service that you can provide to people, you need to be calling people because there should be a calling pushing you to call. There should be some urge, some urgency, some pull, some press, some conviction, something that is persuading you every day to lean in and to find somebody that you can share this call, this cause that you're climbing towards with. Oh my God, I'm giving you free game today. I'm giving it to you raw and uncut, and I hope you're getting it. If you're understanding what I'm saying, I want you to put in the comments, I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm committed to the climb, Ramon. I'm committed to the cause. But don't tell me you committed to something and you ain't doing it. Because if you're committed to the climb, what's the dollar amount that you're committed to? How much money you want to make this year? How much money, how much revenue you want to generate in your business this year? And if you're committed to the climb and you know the dollar amount, are you committed to the cause? How much do you have to do to hit that? How many people do you have to reach? What type of systems and processes do you need? Is it a new business model? Do you need to take a physical product and turn it into a digital product? Do you need to get from doing one-on-one things to doing one-to-many things? What are the details of your calls? And if you're committed to the call, who you calling? If you committed to the call, who you calling? I should see you on social media all day, every day, calling me, calling somebody, letting them know, hey, I'm over here. I need your attention for a moment because I've got something that I'm backing with a product and a service that I know can help you, can change you, can empower you, can equip you, can make a certain area of your life better. You gotta get committed, because if you're not committed to this, I bet you are committed to complaining about the Grammys. Who sung good and who didn't sing good? Who was demonic and who was heavenly? That's what you're committed to. I don't have time to discuss that garbage because, number one, I don't care. So I'm not even talking about it other than now, just to get your attention. But I'm not wasting my time on that crap, because none of that is going to help me get to my climb. None of it is going to assist me. Now, if it would assist me, maybe I would be using it as leverage, but it really ain't. The Chinese spy balloon, we made that a part of our show headline today, just so that you can understand that there are distractions. And while we're talking about a Chinese spy balloon, there are articles that are being written. I just read an article. There are articles that are being written that say optimism is high for China. So while we're talking about a Chinese air balloon, and while we're using that to start propagating and perpetuating corona, some type of variant that's being released, some type of disease or some type of airborne sickness or virus, the Chinese are over there optimistic about their economy. They're investing in their economy. They're getting stronger. Truth is, they coming over here buying up all the real estate. And we over here complaining about real estate. So while we complain rent too high, man, ain't nobody got money. We can't afford no mortgage. Nobody don't want to give me a loan. They coming over here buying up everything. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. So in order for you to not get distracted, you got to get committed. Am I making sense to you? If you're not committed, you're distracted. Let me say that again, because I got two more for you. If you're not committed, you are by default distracted. I'm going to say it again one more time. Say it again for the people in the back to hear you, dog. If you ain't committed, you already distracted. If you ain't committed, you already distracted. I'm committed, Ramon, to the climb. And I'm not afraid to put a dollar amount to my climb. Every day I walk into my office, go into these different rooms, and I see on my boards a $10 million goal, because I am determined, I am committed to climb my company to $10 million a year. I'm committed to that. How I do it, I'm not even concerned about all the details, because number one, I just got to get committed to the climb. I want my company to be a $10 million company. All right. Once I get committed and I put a dollar amount to it, then I could get committed to the cause. Okay, Ramon, what do you need to do? Oh, you need to move into another space. You need to find a physical location that you can acquire so that your company can grow and expand, and so that you can accommodate all of the new staff members and all of the new growth for a $10 million business, because you got to have new systems. Okay, we just got new phones and headsets, and we got new technology that we're using, and we still got 2 or 3 other platforms that we're integrating into our business. Why am I doing all this? Because I'm committed to the climb, and I understand if I'm committed to the cause, I've got to create more products and services. I just restructured our coaching program. We now have 2 options in our 1-year coaching program. We have a gold membership option and we have a diamond membership option. And I've just added more events, more courses, more services to our coaching program to better serve our clients. Why am I doing all of this? I'm committed to the cause, but then I'm committed to the call. I'm committed to the call because I've made this thing personal. So I'm not depending on other people to do what I'm supposed to do. I need my staff. I need my community. I need people to support me, but I also need me to support me. To the extent that if no one else knocks on the door, I'm willing to knock on the door. If no one else makes a phone call, if no one else puts up a post, if no one else sends an email out, if no one else text messages, if no one else gives a presentation, if no one else shows up in front of this live stream, guess what? I got to do it because I'm committed to the call. You got it? Number four, you got to get committed to the culture. You got to get committed to the culture. You got to get committed to the culture. What do you mean get committed to the culture? Well, getting committed to the culture is getting committed to surrounding yourself with like-minded people who keep pushing you up to where you're climbing to. Because let me see here. Let me see if I can just pull up something I'm gonna pull up something real quick for you. I want you to write this down. I'm committed to the climb, I'm committed to the cause, I'm committed to the call, and I'm committed to the culture. I'm gonna pull something up real quick. See if I can pull it up on my Google board. Because I wanna just show you why culture is critical to your climb, your cause, and your calling. Which, by the way, let me know in the comments, what have you heard so far that has just stood out the most? What is like the biggest takeaway from what you've been hearing so far today? What is the biggest takeaway? Because I guarantee if you ain't committed to these things, you're definitely upset about the Grammys. You're definitely mad about China. Like you going through all kind of stuff right now. I know it is. But I'm getting ready to pull this up real quick because I want to show you this. All right, where is see if I can pull it up. Can I pull it up? Can I pull it up? Pull it up. Let's go, baby. Where you at? Show me what you're working with. I think I got a little delay here, but I'm trying to pull this up to show you my income ladder. Let me try it one more time. This is how technology works, y'all. Can't seem to pull it up. All right, let's try it again. Let me go to my library. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. Feet, don't fail me now, y'all. Show up for your boy. We got to show social media. We got to show this live audience that we can make it do what it do at any given time. So can you show up for me right now? I need you to. Show up for me right now. I still don't see it. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's it. Is that it? There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, now what happened to my... Okay, so let's see here. Here we go. This is my income ladder of success, okay? This is the income ladder that I use in my course. I have a course called the Income Ladder of Success. It's just one of the many courses that I use to educate my people, to explain to our people what the mindset is that you need to have. Okay, we got a few takeaways. I want you to put in the comments what your biggest takeaway is from today. Like, what is the thing? Vic Marie, one of our mentees, she's in our coaching program. She says, biggest takeaway, if you're not committed, you're distracted. Mic drop. That's her biggest takeaway. And that should be one of y'all takeaways. You should write that down. If you're not committed, you are by default distracted. That's why the Grammys are getting all the attention. That's why the Chinese spy balloon got all the attention all weekend. Like all weekend, that's what everybody's talking about. I was on social media and it seemed like every other video was somebody with their camera looking up in the sky, tracking the military jets trying to take down this balloon. And while they were doing that, they probably wasn't paying that much attention on their finances. They could track that balloon being shot, but they can't track their income and expenses. So there's an issue here. The issue is distractions. So this weekend it was the Chinese spy balloon. This morning on social media, it's all the Christians mad because the Grammys, which is not a church service, but they're mad that the Grammys, have, and I'm not defending what they do at the Grammys. I don't care what they do at the Grammys. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not defending it, but I don't care. And just because I don't care doesn't mean I'm insensitive to things that I'm concerned about. No, I'm not insensitive to that, because most of the people who are watching the Grammys, they care about the Grammys. They're concerned about the people who win at the Grammys. They're not people who are not watching it and who are not concerned about it are probably watching their future, their family. They're concerned about making an imprint and an impact in a different way. They're not trying to fight against something that they don't need to be fighting against. This ain't even a natural fight anyway. So me complaining or voicing my opinion about something that happened at the Grammys, it ain't gonna change nothing. All I'm gonna do is just keep doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm gonna let what I do become a bigger influence than what somebody else is not doing. Okay, let me digress. A Rise woman says, I'm committed to the climb, $100,000, the cause, my business, and my call, the press, to get it done now. That is amazing. That sounds so good. I'm glad that you shared that. Okay, so again, here's the culture. When I say getting committed to the culture, what I'm saying is get committed to being around people who are here. Get committed to being around people who are here. Stop making sense of this. Any of this. Stop making sense of this. This don't make sense of this no more. Stop making sense of that. Stop letting that become your guide. Don't make sense of this. Let's scribble this out. Okay? Stop making sense of this. Stop making sense of that. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. Start making sense of that. And how do you make sense of that? Figure out what do you need to do, what price you need to pay, whether it's with your money, your time, your services, your resources, to get in the culture of people who are already where you want to be. Because if you're continuing to talk to people, get information from people who are where you don't want to be, you ain't going to get where you want to be. It's just as simple as that. So back to, I don't have it, I think I lost it, but back to the things that you need to get committed to. Get committed, number one, to the climb. Get committed, number two, to the cause. Get committed, number three, to the call. Get committed, number four, to the culture. Number five, if there was a number five, if I could add, you need to get committed to the coach. You need to find somebody like me who can drive you and push you to that. You need that. Especially if you're called to be a coach, if you're called to be an influencer, if you're called to be an educator and a leader, you got to have a leader, and you should be bragging about who you're connected to. I brag about it because I want people to know I follow people. Me and my wife in ministry, we brag about our spiritual covering that we've had for the last 20 plus years and how our covering has helped us become who we are in ministry. And that integrity and longevity of a relationship continues to pour over into our church. And our church and the members of our ministry community, they can take pride in knowing that, wow, we have leaders who have church leaders. We have church leaders who have church leaders. We have spiritual parents and ministers and pastors who have spiritual parents, ministers, and pastors. They're not just out here like the Lone Rangers doing it the way they want to do it. But that should not just be for ministry. That should also be for business. Because if you are following someone, if you have a coach for business, for finances, professionally, or even personally, it should start showing up in your life, especially if that coach has helped to create a culture. They have a call, they have a cause, and they have a climb. If they don't have those things, it's going to show up in what you don't have. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. I appreciate you all for joining us today. If you are someone who's looking to be a part of a coaching culture, a community of people who have these commitments, everybody in my coaching community, I'm pushing them. Get committed to the climb. Get committed to the cause. Committed to the call. Get committed to the culture. Get committed to the coach. Start doing what you see them doing. That's what I do. A couple of my mentees just told me within the last week or so, we got to start showing up in person to your events, because every time we see you flying to an event where your coach is. I'm going to be gone all next week. I'll be in Las Vegas all next week. You know why? Because my coach is having a 1-week conference, and after the conference, he's going to stay over an extra day to sit with me and other people who are in his coaching programs and mentorship programs and exclusive programs for a mastermind. I'm not doing that virtually. I'm going in person. I'm going to be there Monday. I'm going to be there Tuesday. I'm going to be there Wednesday. I'm going to be there Thursday. I'm going to be there Friday. I'm going to be there Saturday. And I'm going to fly back from Las Vegas Saturday. And I'm going to be on fire Sunday to come back Monday right here and do it all over again. Because I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm committed to these things. So if you do not have that type of support, if you don't have a coach, you don't have that type of reinforcement, I want you to text the word mentor to me right now so we can get you connected. Text mentor to 678-276-8253. I think I got that right. I think I've memorized one of our new numbers already. We got about four new numbers. I think that's one of the main ones. I think I've memorized it correctly. Let me see if I'm that good in the hood. Let's see what we're working with, babe. Let's see if your boy got that right. Bada bing, bada boom. 678-276-8253. Bada, we got it. So if you need a coach, I have a 1-year coaching program. It's called the Millionaire Mentorship Program. We give you access for 1 year to our Millionaire Blueprint, which is our online training program, teaching you everything from starting holding companies, sales, marketing, financial literacy, the income ladder of success. We have an entire course on that. Creative tax strategies, how to build your systems and processes out. All those courses are in the Millionaire Blueprint. We give you 1 year access to it. We also give you 1 year access to our weekly coaching calls. Every Monday, like today, 7:00 p.m. Eastern, I go live. It's an exclusive private live Zoom that we host, but it's called our Millionaire Mondays coaching call. We do a deep dive on certain topics. We give you an opportunity to ask questions. We answer your questions. We network, and we stay closely connected on a week-to-week basis. We also give you access to our quarterly workshops. Every quarter we host a workshop. Every quarter we host headquarter days where you can come in and spend the day with us. We're also adding to our coaching program. We've added it. It's an additional benefit and bonus, 2 extra events. Our coaching boot camp. So if you're a coach and you need to learn how to build your coaching business and you want to become a 6-figure coach, we show you the exact framework we use to coach our clients. And we give you access to our incubator course and 1-day event, which helps you with the structure phase of your business. So I would love to speak with you more on that, give you more information, and more importantly, get you connected and onboarded so that you can join me tonight for our weekly coaching call. All you have to do is text the word mentor to 678-276-8253. and my team and I will get back with you in just a few moments. We're here live on the show. We're at the office. We'll be more than happy to share more information with you, answer any questions you might have about your personal, professional, financial life, get you onboarded and started so that you can start getting to your next level. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining the show today. I'll be back here tomorrow. Same place, same time, 12 o'clock noon Eastern, right here from the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta on the Ramon Preston Show.